Panthers.
The second game is the second game of the day.
The main event
is the main event, and I don't think I've ever seen Jeff Goodman as excited for a game, as excited for a storyline, as excited for a narrative as he is for the second game of our college basketball Saturday, the second game of the second round of the NCAA tournament. Do you know who it is?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, break it down. Talk to us.
Bradley George Mason.
John Calipari and Rick Pitino. Like, do you know how much fun this was, guys, back when they played at Louisville and Kentucky? This was the one – I was at it every year when they played against each other.
They don't like each other.
No, they'll be phony, but they hate each other. They hate each other. And the difference is now, when it was Louisville, Kentucky, Cal always had more talent. Always, right? Either one and dones, whoever it was, every year. Rick Pitino was outmatched talent-wise, but obviously we know he was a better X's and O's guy. Now you can look at it and argue that he's got more talent.
He does.
He's got more experience.
He does.
And he's a better coach.
He is.
I still think there's a chance this Arkansas team that can play loose and free now and not worry about a damn thing because nobody thinks they're going to win this game, that they can have a chance to win this game. They still have a lot of talent, Matt. It's not like Arkansas, they have an $8 million budget. Like, they have talent there.
Jeff, I understand that they have a lot of talent, but you don't think Pitino's in the film room tonight talking to his team about that? Like, Zuby Ejiofor does not get enough credit for what he has done this season. And they're going to be able to switch 1 through 5. And he's going to switch onto these guards. And the guards are going to switch onto the front court players for Arkansas. What are the adjustments that Calipari is going to make versus that switching 1 through 5? That's my whole thing. Because when you're playing against a team that switches 1 through 5, you have to be able to adjust. How are you exploiting the switching? What are you doing? Are you going high-low? Are you going to roll someone up into the post? Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't see it.
You really think they have, like, no shot?
No shot.
Well, I mean –
isn't that crazy to hear him say that? And you've been out on Arkansas all year.
He's a big believer.
Do you think they have no
Rick
shot?
Pitino.
I'm a big believer in that roster, too. I'm a big believer in Kadar Richmond, R.J. Lewis, and Zuby Ejiofor. Those 3 guys.
You're not leaving.
What's that?
You're not leaving. You're staying and you're watching this game.
This
is your Super Bowl.
I wouldn't say this is my Super Bowl, but I've said this for 2 weeks until the bracket came out when I saw them in the same region as Florida. I said St. John's is getting to a Final Four.
Mm-hmm.
Until I saw them in the same region as Florida.
To your credit, you have been saying that.
Well,
the only thing I'll say is this, right? I do think, and I don't know if it was you that made this point, but this is the kind of moment that Cal would show up.
It was definitely me.
It was definitely you.
Because I've seen Cal at his best when he is in these spots.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was his life at Memphis, right? It was his life at UMass. But you coached at UMass.
There's going to be an adjustment that has to happen in the game tomorrow.
Yep.
And I go back.
You know what he doesn't have anymore that he had at Memphis? A guy named John Rubick.
He's on your staff now.
I keep saying that.
It's so true. He is on my staff. I called him last night. I hired him.
Mike doesn't
I understand what you're saying. I actually tend to agree. I think that this is going to be one of those games, kind of like UConn, Florida, where the hype and the storylines are awesome and they're exciting and we want to talk about it. And then the game happens and it's not really all that interesting by the time you get about midway through the second half.
think anything with Cal and Pitino is going to be.
That's where
what are the adjustments that you have to make during the game? Like, what are the adjustments? In 2012, Brad Beal's freshman year, we're playing Louisville in the Elite Eight. And they played that, like, matchup zone. And what happened? We were carving up the matchup zone. Coach Donovan was doing a great job carving up the matchup zone. They switched back to man. And Irving Walker and Kenny Boynton took some questionable shots coming down the stretch of the game, and we lost. Louisville goes to the Final Four. Mm-hmm. Like, there's an adjustment.
No, Rick is the best there is.
There's no one better.
He's the best there is.
That's what I'm saying.
Of active coaches.
But Cal is not a lip dick, bro.
No, I agree.
I'm not saying he is.
You're saying that if there's an adjustment that needs to be made, he's not going to be sharp enough to be able to make it.
That's exactly what he's saying, and I tend to agree with that.
Oh, stop!
I tend to agree
Come
with
on,
that.
come on.
I tend to agree.
He's not. This isn't Norfolk State that we're talking about.
Well, that's why. Like, I don't think
DJ Wagner's been pretty damn good lately.
He might get around the building.
The reason why
it won't be because
can take over a game. Can he
yes,
not?
you know that. You love Nelly Davis.
I love
Here's
Nelly
the reason
Davis.
why I think there's a chance that they can win is because Cal will get these guys motivated. That's one thing that he can do. He can get them bought in.
Yes,
and
They're gonna,
and if you're playing a switching man to man, right? And McCall, please tell me if this sounds like something where I'm full of shit. But when you're playing that switching man to man, and it takes you out of the stuff you want to run, at the end of the day, you're betting on your defense being able to win a mismatch against whoever they have in a one-on-one setting. And I do think that there is a world where Nelly Davis can go nuts, Boogie Flan can go nuts, and DJ Wagner can go nuts against those mismatches.
Facts.
And Arkansas can win this game.
Facts.
Do I think that's going to happen? Probably not.
Would
I bet on Arkansas winning this game? Absolutely not. That's actually the reason why I am now out on doing my underdog bets is because of this
But
right
we've
now.
been
I'm
on
done
this.
with
We've
it.
been on this broadcast now for like 46 straight hours.
Yeah.
Right, John Martin. 46 straight hours. How long have we been on this?
they tell
His
me.
math.
They tell
2
me it's
years.
only been. They only
Okay.
tell me it's been
All right.
26.
2 years.
They keep shorting me because I'm
So
going to send that
last
invoice
night,
in.
when it wasn't going well for Arkansas, what was everybody in this room criticizing?
There's the zone.
The
fact that
zone
you didn't adjust
offense.
The zone. Yes, correct.
The
You're right.
adjustment to
You're right.
be able to run a set
You're right.
versus the zone. Like,
Yeah.
that's what everyone
You're
was
right.
talking about.
You're right.
So in this game tomorrow,
He eventually
when it comes down
did
to
enough
X's
though
and
to
O's,
win.
when it comes down tomorrow, if it boils down to X's and O's,
You know what the
Who you
Johnnies
take?
can't do? You know what the
I'm gonna
Johnnies
take
can't
Rick
do?
Pitino.
Generally, they can't shoot the
But-
ball. 3 from the line from anywhere outside of like 8 feet. They can't.